Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Wyoming Cowboys. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Powell. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. The defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. We'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Here's the 2nd down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his man, has the 1st down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage. The drive keeps going. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And they will trot out the field goal team here. It'll be a 26-yard attempt. Should be automatic. He knocks this one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. He'll hand it off. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. Finds room at the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. They're going to run it. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Loss of 2. Brings up
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. The defense makes the stop at the 3. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. He was on target with his first attempt. This one just a chip shot from 20 yards away. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
And now
so Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Incomplete. Second down coming out. There's the handoff. The pickup is 6 yards, so third down and 4 now. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. They feed the fullback this time. Powering through. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and 1 they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's the throw deep downfield. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to be efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with these defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. How aggressive do you get on first and 10? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation. They'll run it here. And that run produces a decent gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He's got his man in the open field. Touchdown, Wyoming. And they go in front here in the second half. Can you say methodical? Marathon march crew just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. First down, looking to throw the football. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there. The offense going very heavy, bringing in more blockers. Here's a carry for the fullback. That run moves the ball across the 40.
And that is a tough assignment for this strong safety because truly, he's really a hybrid player in this defense. He defends the pass, which makes him a defensive back, but his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking on these players, but that is a tough task to take on that big fullback.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll try and run it with the fullback.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. but here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Throws to the tight end. Catch is made. Room to run here. Touchdown, Cowboys. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Catch made on the right side. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Pass caught, second down now. And now a carry here for the fullback. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Important second down play coming up. They'll work the clock here with the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Wyoming. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. They're in pretty good position. It's a two-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? It's an option look. Pitch to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 1st and 10 now for the offense. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Cowboys.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.